Hello everyone, GoodraFTW here. Welcome back to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. And today we are going to be unlocking Vandor Chewie. Now this is the Chewbacca, particularly the version from Solo, a Star Wars story, which is the new movie coming out on May 25th, in case you are unaware. But we already unlocked young Han, so if you haven't seen that, go ahead and check it out. And make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any other videos. But we're going to go ahead and unlock this swaggin' Chewbacca with his sexy shades, and interestingly enough does not have his bowcaster. So we're gonna go through and learn about his kit. This is a marquee event, so we do learn kits and stuff, and we'll go over that here a little bit. Alright, so his basic Unchained deals damage, grants Chewbacca advantage, and ignores defense. Alright. Like I said, this is a marquee event. So what that means is we are going to be unlocking Vandor Chewie at 2 stars. We'll have enough shards to unlock him to 3 stars as long as we complete every tier, which shouldn't be hard because these events tend to scale to whatever level you are. So everyone should be able to get these characters pretty easily. I think you may have to fulfill a level requirement, but it wouldn't be too high. But don't quote me on that. I don't really quite remember. It's been a long time since I've had an account kind of in the lower levels. But that'll get us through our first tier of the event. So just doing the first tier alone gives you enough shards to unlock him. But you definitely want to go for the next 3 so you can get him to 3 stars. So you don't have to pay any extra money. In case you're unaware, also, whenever they do these marquee events, they do tend to have packs. So you can, if you want, you can buy the packs and take the characters up to 7 stars. Alright, so his special ability, Freedom Fighter, deals damage to the enemy twice. Target ally recovers health, and both Chewbacca and the ally gain protection up. If Chewbacca is prepared, this ability has beneficial effects. So we're going to look at that real quick. Never mind. Okay. Oh, wait. Stop. Okay. Deal physical damage based on Chewbacca's max health instead of his attack damage to target enemy twice. Target other ally recovers health equal to 50% of the damage dealt. Then, Chewbacca and target other ally gain protection up 30% for 2 turns. If Chewbacca is prepared, he deals double damage for this attack, recovers health equal to 50% of the damage dealt, reduces this ability's cooldown by 2, and grants all prepared allies protection up 30% for 2 turns. Then Chewbacca is no longer prepared. So that's pretty interesting. So it's based on his max health, which I think is pretty cool. So you definitely want to try to beef him up as much as possible to get that attack damage all the way up. And it does reduce the cooldown of the ability, which is also pretty neat. We went over young Han's kit, and he has a pretty neat ability that's on low cooldown. So now the buff that we saw earlier, the prepared buff, I'm sure we'll learn about it in one of his unique abilities. So you see right there, it's the little hourglass. When we get to it, we'll kind of talk about what its purpose is. I'd imagine it's because we haven't gone over what actually makes him prepared yet. So judging by the flavor text of this tier, it doesn't really seem like we'll find out until the next tier. Alright, so the Beast reduces Chewbacca's maximum protection, but increases his maximum health. So this is sort of similar to Nihilus, who basically turns all his protection into health. So it says Chewbacca has 40% less max protection, but 80% more max health. In addition, all enemies deal minus 25% damage while Chewbacca is buffed. So you definitely want to have him buffed, it seems. So kind of make him pretty tanky. So he's losing 40% max protection at the while he's gaining 80% max health at the cost of 40% max protection, which is probably a pretty decent trade-off because I mean it's technically a plus 40%. If you have it modded to where he's not losing that much protection and gaining quite a bit of health, that could also work. It just depends on what his base protection and health pools are, which I don't really know what the base stats of the characters are, but if that's something you're interested in, you can definitely go to swgoh.gg, and they have all those base stats on there. So if that's something that interests you, maybe you want to do some math, and go ahead. Alright, so tier 4, it looks like we're going to be able to figure out what prepared does, and what conditions have to be met in order to put prepared on Chewbacca. So prepared is a new buff. I guess you could call it a buff. I'm not sure. Alright, so this is on his unique ferocious protector. Goodness, I cannot read. It grants Chewbacca counter chance when buffed and allows him to recover protection if allies took damage and he did not. Alright, so while Chewbacca is buffed, he has 100% counter chance. At the end of each turn while Chewbacca is buffed, if any ally took damage from an attack and Chewbacca did not, he recovers protection equal to 10% of his max health, and other scoundrel allies recover half of that amount. When Chewbacca recovers to max protection this way, he becomes prepared. When another light side scoundrel ally is defeated, revive that ally at 60% health if Chewbacca is prepared. Then Chewbacca is no longer prepared. Okay, so kind of just touch on what prepared is. So prepared is, I guess you could call it a buff. I'm not really sure. It's a buff or something, but instead of giving the character stat gains like most buffs do, like as we can see, we have heal over time and protection ups. Instead of giving them particular stat buffs, what prepared is doing is it's basically allowing the character to fulfill a condition in order to activate another clause of their ability. So in this case, it was talking about while Chewbacca's prepared, he can revive a light side scoundrel ally. So stuff like that. And definitely, young Han Solo definitely has some prepared synergies as well. So this is a new buff that looks like they're going to be pushing with the Solo squad. So I'm fairly positive that we'll probably see more from it whenever they release other characters such as Lando and some of the other crew members that they're kind of rolling with. So you do get a bonus tier and a practice tier. I didn't go over that with the Han Solo, but all it does is practice tier gives you nothing. You can just kind of play around with the new characters, and then the bonus tier just gives you mods, so, and an Omega map. So we're gonna go ahead and lock Sexy Chewie. That's what I'm gonna call him, Sexy Chewie. Alright, so this is Vandor Chewie here. Like I said, we have enough shards. We unlock him at 2 stars, but we will have enough to bump him up to 3. So here he is. He looks kind of skinny, which is interesting. So, Vandor Chewbacca, aggressive scoundrel tank that provides protection recovery for his allies when they are attacked. That's pretty cool. So you definitely have to be putting on quite a bit of damage in order to kind of chip away, which is very kind of similar to how Barris works, in a way. You have to kind of out-damage the recovery. But there we go, there we have it. It's Vandor Chewie. He's got those nice looking goggles on, so it'll be an interesting... It's a nice way to kind of differentiate between the different versions of characters we have. Plus his belt, or whatever, sash, whatever you want to call that. It's a little different. His satchel bag. It has 2 straps. I think it normally only has 1. I don't know. But that's all I got for you guys today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss any other future videos, because like I said, they're probably going to be releasing more characters like Lando and such. So you don't want to miss that when they drop. But thanks again so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.